done the background on this. As you can see, there it is. Whoops, there it is. Okay. And now I'm going to, let's see what I'm going to use to mark it with. So I'm going to take the black and I'm going to use this as the marking stuff. So I'm going to pour a little bit into my palette. So here's my palette. And if I can get this open, because I think it got glued shut, so I'm going to have to unsqueeze it and put some on my palette. So here it is. Here's the paint. Okay. And I like to use, well, let's see. I'm going to use, see this old Scotch tape dispenser? I got a fancy schmancy Scotch tape dispenser a while ago. So I am now using this one as a shape thing. So I'm going to dip it in to the paint. I'll show you how I do it. So I'm dipping it into the paint like this. Okay, getting enough paint on there, but then I have to check it because sometimes there's too much paint and then it doesn't work out very well. And then I'm just going to mark it different ways. And I may have to go back and re-dip into my paint. And do my marks. Any old way. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to get my heat gun, craft gun, heat gun, and I'm going to dry it. Sorry for the noise. It just speeds things up a little bit, especially when I'm filming. Sometimes I'll just leave it and walk away. So this is what I'm doing here. It should be pretty much dry now. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay. Now, if you don't have paint pens, you could probably use Q-tips to make marks with. Let me find my Q-tip thing. I like to use my Posca paint pens, but I'm going to find some Q-tips. And I've got my dog in the way. She's in here. I would show her to you, but she's laying right at my feet. She loves to have me home all the time. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's see. So here's some Q-tips. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do then. So I like to use white a lot to do some marks with. But since I'm showing you how to do this on a limited budget, I'm going to use some old acrylic paint that's in a big bottle. It's white, and for some reason the top wasn't working very well, so I had to cover it with a piece of plastic saran wrap. So I'm going to pour a little bit onto my palette paper again. But like I said, if you can afford palette paper, because it can be a little expensive, but it does go a long way. And I recycle my palette paper. I use it for other backgrounds when I'm done, because I think it makes a cool, neat look after this dries. On the palette paper, I use them to punch out shapes. Yeah, so, and this is still drying, so I'm going to put that upside down there. Okay, so I've got my Q-tip. Now, to make marks, what I do is I take off the tip of the Q-tip. I'm sure you've seen this on other videos, YouTube videos. But what I do is I take the Q-tip off, the cotton, as much of it off as possible, so you just have the tip part of the cotton swab or Q-tip. And then I just take it off like that. So there it is. And then I dip it into the white paint. And I dab the excess off onto the palette paper. So see, I've taken it and I've dabbed off the excess. So I dip in the paint here. See that? And then I just dab it off, the excess. And then I just make my marks onto the paper. So I make dots or whatever, or I can make swirls. Dots. I can put more swirls in. Could do a cooler swirl. Even if it runs out, it's okay. You can redip and go kind of retrace over. Okay. And if that doesn't work too well too, you could use the other end of the Q-tip to do the swirls. So kind of like that. They make a thicker swirl than the actual, just the actual handle or the tip, the very tip of the cardboard that they use, the rolled up cardboard. So that kind of like that. That's pretty cool, huh? I think it looks pretty cool. So you make marks like that, and you could, you know, if you have more than 3-4 colors, you could make it, you know, very rainbow colored, like different types of, you know, colors on there. Okay, so I'm going to dry this one off up a little bit. I'm going to speed up the video here so you don't have to watch this whole section of me drying. Since I got nothing to say today, I don't know. I don't know how many of you might suffer from arthritis or fibromyalgia, but I'm what they call a spoony sufferer. And yesterday I ran out of spoons. I was in a lot of pain. I've been having a lot of painful muscle spasms, and I'm still in pain today, but I'm here because my art is my escape. And talking to you folks out there, ladies and gentlemen that might watch my videos, it makes my day when you guys stop by to take a little time out of your day to look at my stuff. So anyways, next I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the paint dabbers. I like these dabbers, and one of my favorite colors, it's by Adirondack. It's metallic acrylic paint, and it's a dabber. Oh, there goes my phone. I'll be right back. Boy, I've been interrupted a million times today.